Okay, we're live now. I just need to share the link so that we can promptly start. Okay. Oh, here we go. Wait. Let me just share it so that we can promptly start. Okay. Wait. Let me just share it. All right. Good afternoon. Kumusta po kayo? This is your Norman.com blogger. They call me Tito Norms, and this is episode 5 on season 2 of Pageantry Norms. Now, because of the internet connection, really, it's getting harder to pull in so many people from different parts of the Philippines, but we promise to do our best. Now, Um, the coming 2 weeks will be very, very exciting for Miss Universe Philippines. And why? Because finals night or finals morning, so to speak, is just 2 weeks away from today. It will be on October 25. And by now, all the candidates are doing their final preparations for the competition because there will be a preliminary competition and there will be a finals program or finals event that will be streamed on the Ring Light series at empire.ph. And actually, you can also try watching it through KTH. Now, this afternoon, we will have more phenomenal women as guests. But as I've said in my posts on Facebook, this could be my final guesting of the phenomenal women before the actual crowning of the new Miss Universe Philippines on October 25. Now, since the thrust of Miss Universe Philippines is Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao, I decided to invite girls from these three regions so that it's like encompassing the the focus of the pageant itself, since we have phenomenal women from all parts of the Philippines. So this afternoon we will have phenomenal women as guests, and we will check on how they're doing in terms of their preparations for the upcoming finals of Miss Universe Philippines. Okay, now we already have two of our guests backstage, but I'll introduce them one by one to you now. Our first guest, we'll start from the bottom of the Philippines, Muna. We will start from Mindanao and introduce to you the representative of one of my favorite provinces, Misamis Oriental in Miss Universe Philippines 2020. She is a donor education specialist for World Vision, and she's also, well, they fondly call her the queen of Kumu because she has so many followers in Kumu with the Kumustahan and solo live streamings there. Friends, please help me welcome Caroline Veronilla of Misamis Oriental. Hello, Carol.
Hi! Maayong gabi sa inyo ang tanan.
Yes, we're
Hi,
live
Tito
now.
Norm.
Please greet all our viewers first, Carol.
Sige, hi, maayong hapon sa inyo ang tanan. Ako si Caroline Veronilla, mapasigarbuhong ga-representar sa Misamis Oriental. In translation, it's good afternoon everyone. I am Caroline Veronilla, proudly representing my province, Misamis Oriental.
I love it. I love it that the competition is allowing the candidates to actually speak in their native dialects also, because it allows for a more spontaneous delivery of responses. Don't you agree, Carol?
Yes, I do, Tito Norms. And it just shows how proud we are to represent our hometowns. And I think it's a very good way to also show and um, allow other people to hear our different dialects.
Of course, if you ask me, I know so much about Misamis Oriental na. But how about our viewers who haven't really been to Misamis Oriental as a province? Um, how will you describe Misamis Oriental to a first-time visitor to the province, Carol?
Hmm. If I were to describe my province to someone who hasn't been there yet, it would be a wonderful place where you can explore nature and dive in wonderful underwater scenes. Misamis Oriental is located in the northern part of Mindanao, and it's along the stretch of a shoreline, along the coastline, sorry, along the coastline, and you can get to experience so many nice beaches, beautiful trees, beautiful places to eat at. And I think that's one of the charms of Misamis Oriental. It's one of the top ecotourism destination in the country.
Nakakaloka, no? Talagang you did your homework about the promotion of Misamis Oriental, hindi ba? It's so, kumbaga very, very clear ang mga description niya talaga. And ang hindi alam ng mga tao, ito ba, ikaw ba, Carol, alam mo ba na maraming ostrich sa Misamis Oriental? Nagulat ako talaga.
Yes, because we have an ostrich and crocodile farm in Opol.
My God, I remember the very first time na nag-Kuya Miss Festival ako sa Misamis Oriental, I was around the provincial capital grounds, and then, my God, biglang may nagtatakbuhang mga ostrich around the grounds. Sabi ko, bakit nagkaroon ng ostrich dito? Naluloka ko. May mga ostrich. Sabi niya, may ostrich farm. Ay, nakakatuwa naman. Sabi ko, let's have ostrich omelette after this because
Ah,
malaki-laki yun.
Tito Norm,
Now,
sobrang taas ng cholesterol nun.
kaya nga. Kaya alam mo naman, pag nasa Misamis Oriental ako, sige, pwede ko mag-skip sa omelette, pero yung humba na siniserve sa amin doon palagi, napakasarap. Hindi ko talaga mapigilan ang sarili ko. At talaga, pag nakikita ko pa nag-serve ng food, ay, sabi ko, may humba. Diyos ko, hindi ko mapigilan ang sarili ko pag mayroong humba na doon. But, um, Misamis Oriental also, as being proudly promoted by Governor Bambi and Attorney
Yes.
Saklon, has so many waterfalls. Tell us about the so many waterfalls in Misor, Carol.
Where do I even begin? My province boasts more than 20 waterfalls in the different municipalities that we have. So I remembered you sharing, Tito Norms, that you have visited one of our waterfalls, and I'm guessing it's in Sagpulon because you were saying that it
Yes,
was in Hasaan.
yes, exactly. My God, you know the trek going to the waterfalls is kind of medyo scary ng konti. But kasi nga it's puro rocks, big
Yes,
rocks.
yes.
Tapos, but the minute you reach the waterfalls itself, parang, oh my God, this is such a beautiful destination. Kaya lang,
Mm-hmm.
mahirap nga lang magdala ng senior citizen doon because it's really medyo deep into
Yes.
the woods itself. But I also love the, tell me about Agutayan Island, Carol.
So, aside from waterfalls, Tito Norms, I know na struggle talaga yung pagpunta sa Sagpulan, but we also have other municipalities that offer falls wherein it's easier to access. But if you're into diving, so you can also go to Agutayan Island, and it's something that you can visit to look at the underwater scene. So marami siyang mga coral reefs. It's a protected area. And so you will really get to enjoy a clean environment underwater. Aside from Agutayan Island, because I heard na nakapunta ka na doon, Tito Norms, I would like to also boast Duca Bay Resort in Medina. Have you been there, Tito?
Not yet, hindi pa ako dinadala ni Chela Falconer doon sa Medina. The next time sabihin ko sa kanya, dalhin ako doon. Oo,
I will
yes,
bring you there, Tito Norm, when we get the opportunity. Pero kasi
yes.
Duca Bay Resort also offers diving opportunities. So if you really want to explore the other side naman ng coastline ng Misamis Oriental, you can do that sa Duca Bay Resort.
Nakakaloka, no? Sobrang dami talagang tourist sites and destinations in Misamis Oriental, and people just need to know that the minute you go to the
Mm-mm.
province, there's so many things to explore. Kaya nga, sabi
Yes.
nila, explore this or more. Ay my God, para naman akong tourism ambassadress na ng Misamis Oriental. Hello pala kay Police
Yes.
Chief Governor Bambi. I'm
Hi,
talking to your
Attorney. Hi, Gov.
entry right now.
Mm-mm.
Now, um, you said that you're excited about your preparations for Miss Universe Philippines, but I won't ask you to spoil much details about it, but we will talk about that later in our group discussion. But suffice it to say, na, are you ready? Are you ready? 101 and 101% ready for the competition, Carol?
I would say, Tito Norm, that out of 10, I am 8 at the moment. Why? Because I really want to think that I still have room for improvement. And I can't really say, I mean, who can say that they're really ready for Miss Universe Philippines? So right now, what I'm doing is I really just want to keep on improving until the last minute so that I can say that, okay, I have done all the work that I need to do until the last second and I am ready to conquer the universe.
Hindi ba alam mo actually, since I followed the journey of all of you phenomenal women, yung excitement ko talagang ano rin, sustain na sustain. Para bang, oh my God, ano ba to? Tapos naglalabasan na yung mga promotional endorsements and
Daming
everything.
pasabog everyday, Tito Norman.
Doon ako natutuwa because a lot of people are saying na because of the pandemic nga daw, parang things might have been too limited. Pero hindi, ano pa rin. Bumubulaga pa rin na palagi ang Miss Universe Philippines. Diyos ko, sa mga pasabog pa lang ng mga candidates every day. Sabi, alam mo yung mga yung mga handlers sinasabi sa akin, pwede na po, mahaba pa po ba ang pila? Can we join the queue? Kasi nga, I need to vlog kasi as many ladies as possible. Pero kasi ako, I try to do some quality control on the
Mm-mm,
material
mm-mm.
that they sent me also. Siyempre, pag feeling ko na medyo, it will not really help the candidate. Sabi ko, let's come up with a better image or a better blog idea about the girls, ganoon. Kaya, nung lumabas yung cream silk, naloka ako kay Miss Misamis Oriental dun sa cream silk promotion. Sabi ko, lahat ng mga tao, my God, we haven't noticed Miss Misamis Oriental. Sobrang ganda pala niya for the cream silk promotions. Naloka kami noon. Parang you were so much in love during the day of that photo. Oh, anong
Thank you, Tito
masasabi mo?
Norman. I'm sure as one of the avid supporters of Miss Universe Philippines, nakita mo din talaga yung transformation ko. Because who would have thought na I would become this person now? Because even looking back, I can say na ang dami kong kailangan i-improve on. And over the past months, I have been working on all of those with the help of my family, with my friends, and my team. And so, whoever I am now, itong Caroline na nakikita niyo po ngayon is a result of all of our hard work. And it's something that I'm really proud of. Hindi man ako nakapag-peak at an early stage, but I'm so happy that I'm getting so much attention now because you can see really how hard my supporters are working to give me that kind of spotlight.
Kasi nga, Carol, ang tingin ko talaga dito sa Miss Universe Philippines on the side, it's also like an online learning school for all of you. Talagang, hindi mo pwede dinahin, talagang lahat kayo, parang estudyante rin kayo na nag-aral on so many things
Mm-mm.
that will help
Mm-mm.
improve you as candidates. And by now, malapit na ang graduation nyo. O hindi ba? Para bang ano na, para bang throughout the whole quarantine, Ang dami niyong mga classes, ang dami niyong assignments. Alam ko ang dami niyong
Yes.
assignments. And since mapalapit na tayo sa graduation niyo, which is October 25, so syempre, dito na dapat talaga nakikita yung mga improvements and everything. Parang nag evolve na talaga kayo as phenomenal women. Okay? Carol, I'll talk to Rabia first, tapos mag-aano tayo habang inintay pa natin si Rinya also. Okay? Our second
Thank you,
guest this
Tito Norm.
afternoon, yes, dear. Our second guest this afternoon is representing Iloilo City. Actually, this morning, I was guested on Bombo Radio Iloilo. And of course, na-discuss ko siya doon sa programa ng Bombo Radio before lunch. And I'm proud to say that she's also one of the strong contenders now in Miss Universe Philippines. Dahil, my God, ano yan? Fresh from her win of the hair and makeup challenge of the Miss Universe PH times front row, talaga namang, oh my God, pag nakikita ko yung picture na yan ng batang ito, talagang nagugulat ako. Friends, please help me welcome Rabia Mateo. Hello, Rabi.
Hello,
Rabi.
Tita Nolan. Good afternoon. How are you?
Ako dapat magtanong sa'yo na how are you because you have really been evolving so
Yes.
progressively. Naluloka ako sa mga, Diyos ko, sabi ko, I said earlier, I guessed it on Bombo Radio Iloilo earlier. Of course, they were asking for about you and sabi ko, si Rabia Kako, ano yan? If you give her the microphone at sinauli sa'yo, cord na lang ang matitira, yung microphone nakain na niya because she really expresses herself in a way that would make people so involved sa mga pinag-uusapan. Now, Rabia, tell me naman muna, who is Rabia outside the competition? Alam ko na that you teach sa review school, pero what else ang hindi ko alam tungkol sa iyo, Rabia, that will make people more interested in seeing you as a contender for Miss Universe Philippines? The floor is yours now, Rabi.
Thank you, Tita Norman. Well, aside from the fact that I am very passionate about educating people, as of the moment po, I am trying to pursue a new career, which is I'm trying to explore my modeling career in Iloilo. For those who don't know, I started, I think, 2014. I've been working with local Manila designers and even with international one. And I feel that because of this modeling career, it honed me to be more confident as a woman. It allowed me to have connections with different designers. It's like it's preparing me for my pageant life. So I feel that for those, young ladies who have chances of doing such thing, don't be afraid to put your wants foot forward and to try modeling because it's a beautiful journey. It will transform you from that simple girl into a beautiful and a grown woman like me.
Question, Rabi. Before
Yes.
you took up yung mga online classes for hair and makeup with Nix and Mark Rosales, how would you rate your hair and makeup skills then? Nung before kang.
Yes.
Yes.
I think, Tito, I love makeup ever since. Alam niya ng mga classmates ko sa college. But I do it really badly, However, siguro nasa 5 out of 10 ako. So, gustong mag-makeup pero hindi ganun kagaling. Before the tutorial of Miss Universe Philippines organization.
What are the most important things about hair and makeup that you really imbibe during your online tutorials with the mentors?
Yes, I think you need to invest in good foundation. in good base because it sets your face, okay? It sets the mood that you're trying to project in the camera and to the audience. So my struggle back then was I was acidic. So minsan yung shade ng foundation, ngayon okay siya pero after a few hours nagiging gray. So despite kahit anong ganda ng kilay mo, kahit anong ganda ng mata mo ng eyeshadow, if pangit yung foundation mo, hindi masyado maganda yung outcome ng makeup. So, sa mga babae dyan, if you're gonna buy a makeup, I suggest i-test nyo muna, i-swatch nyo muna sa one side of your cheek, ikot-ikot sa mall before you buy that foundation. That would be
My
my
God! She speaks like an authority on hair and makeup now. Nakakaloka! Tsaka ito ka na mag-makeup ngayon. Mas confident ka na talagang mag-makeup, ano? Yung eyes mo, you really set your eyes so beautifully na talaga, tignan mo, iba talaga. Ah, yung ano mo, yung entry mo doon sa Hair and Makeup Challenge for MUPH times front row, were you really feeling so gorgeous during the day of the photo na talagang, ewan ko, parang Diyos ang Diyos ka talaga doon sa photo na yun.
Yes, Tito. I feel that I was in Iloilo when I had my last shoot. And when I went here in Manila, that was my first shoot for a very, very long time. And I was really hungry in front of the camera. And I feel that you guys can see it through my eyes in the photo. So during that moment, I feel good about my hair. I feel good about my makeup. And the photographer, he plays a very big role in, having good photos. So no matter how good your makeup, how nice your hair is done, if the photographer doesn't know what he's doing, it's gonna be a mess. So always choose the right photographer.
Iba ka ng ano ngayon, talagang pageantera na talaga ang yung ano ngayon, pageant authority na talaga. Eto, may question ako sa iyo, Rabbi, before we speak to Skelly. Ang tingin ko kasi sa competition of Miss Universe Philippines this year, there's a small group of frontrunners and there's another group of tigers who are just waiting to really grab the crown and win Miss Universe Philippines. Honestly, I can feel you're one of the tigers. Talagang tiger ka who's just waiting for the kill. Ikaw, how do you look at yourself in the competition right now, Rabbi?
I would still consider myself as the dark horse, Tito Norman. It's very hard to compete with established names and with those well-experienced candidates. But you know what? It's a good pressure because unlike for the frontrunners, they need to exceed the expectation of the public. Where in my part, all I need to do is to study every aspect of the competition well and do well at the end of the day. So I feel like it's my chance to, let everybody know who's Rabia is, what Iloilo City can offer to a national pageant like Miss Universe Philippines. So it's all about having the right mindset and playing the game right.
Alam mo, meron ako maliit na kwento para sa iyo, Rabbi. Matutuwa ka dito sa kwento kong ito. Hindi ba
Yes,
you sent me some piyaya and mga goodies lang from Iloilo? Dumating dito yung yung Lala Move ba o Grab rider na yon. Tapos inabot sa akin yung mga goodies. Alam mo kung ano sabi sa akin noong rider? Miss Universe ba po yung nagpadala niya? Sabi ko, ang ganda-ganda po. Hindi ako nakapagpa-selfie with her. Sabi ko, tumigil ka, hindi ka pwede mag-selfie with her. Pero totoo, maganda ka ako talaga. Anong masasabi mo dyan na impact mo sa mga tao ngayon, Rabbi?
Nakakatuwa naman po at may parang ganong impression because Tito Norman, back then kasi, I feel like I was a blank canvas. People can see na, ito yung batang na to, may potential siya, maganda siyang ayusan, ganon. And ngayon, kahit, without that kind of shade, nakikita ng tao na by just looking at me na, Miss Universe material na pala siya. So, nakakatuwa talaga. And it just shows na sa buhay na transformation talaga. And for those, na mga nagdadalaga, huwag kayong mahiya if nandun pa kayo sa yagyat na stage. Kasi sooner or later, mabubloom din kayo.
Ito. I'll put you on the hot seat in this with this question. Let's say that you really do well in this competition. Okay? What values will not change in you should you win the crown, Rabbi? Kasi I'm asking you this question because you'll be answering in front of so many people, and they will look back to this interview if ever they see that ay nagbago na siya, ay ganito na siya ngayon. So what are those strong values that will not change regardless of the result of Miss Universe Philippines?
Tito Norman, I would say na I have two strong principles or values with me na kahit anong mangyari, I will carry it no matter where I am or who I'm with. The first one would be my passion towards educating people. Kasi I've been doing that ever since I joined this pageant. And the people who know me know how much I see education and I value it. The second one would be humility, because when you're humble, you're down to earth, despite of the appreciations that are overwhelming, you can always see yourself in that position where you have rooms to improve, things to achieve. So it's never always at that point of success. And going back then, I would always remind myself, and I would always pray to God that God, with all this, compliments, please give me a humble heart, because a humble heart would lead you to have that hungry personality to still achieve greater things in life.
Ay nako ha, Rabi, abangan ko yung humility na yan ha, because it's sometimes it's human nature kasi to somehow elevate yourself when you want something and become this parang celebrity who would somehow surround herself with limitations on how, oh, I cannot talk to him anymore, oh, I cannot, no interview and the like, oh, may pagkasuplada na ako ngayon and stuff like that.
Yes.
And I think that is also one of the reasons why ang isa sa mga peg for Miss Universe Philippines is really Queen P herself, Pia Wurzbach, because hanggang ngayon, she is as down to earth as the day she won. So, pag ikaw nanalo, kailangan down to earth ka rin. Pag hindi, kukurutin kita kapag hindi ka, ako unang-unang kurap ka. Hindi ka ditong bata ka. Akala ko ba humble heart na yan? Asan ang humble heart na yan, ha? Papa-opera ko. All right. Rabbi, I'll speak first to our third guest before we go into a group discussion, okay? Our third guest this afternoon is from Luzon. She's from Pangasinan. Natutuwa ako that she's with us this afternoon. And kilalang-kilala ko rin kasi ang team handling this phenomenal woman. And I'm really happy that in this episode, which will be my final guesting for the phenomenal women, ay nakasama ko siya. Friends, let's welcome all the way from Pangasinan, Maria Nina Soriano. Hello, Nina. Hello,
Tito.
Finally. Hindi ka na ba nasi-stress, Nina? Diyan sa wifi mo, hindi ka na ba nasi-stress?
Hindi na po, Tito Norman. Thank God talaga at gumana na siya and stable na siya.
Mahirap kasi pag kunyari, alam mo na, ay nako, palapit na ang live. Tapos may mga technician pa na gumagawa dyan sa bahay para bang, oh my God, what's happening? What's happening? We're going live very soon. But anyway, Nina, alam mo, Nina, iba ka na rin ngayon. From the first day, alam mo, tuwan-tuwa ako, my heart is always gladdened. Pag nakikita ko na yung mga pagbabago, kukompare ko yung mga photos nyo nung start. Kukompare ko yung aura nyo noong press presentation. Tapos ngayon, iba na. Iba na talaga. But before we talk about your beauty, Nina, let's talk about Pangasinan first.
Sure,
All
Tito.
right. Ako, I've been to Pangasinan so many times, hindi ko na mabilang. Um, I asked this with Caroline earlier, but how will you promote Pangasinan to someone, a foreigner who has not visited Pangasinan first, and how will you convince them to go there?
Okay, well, our province has this slogan, food, fun, and faith. And Tito Norman, I firmly believe in a holistic approach when it comes to things. As a teacher, we teach our students holistically as well. And I would convince the foreigner to go to our province by telling him that when you go to Pangasinan, you will be exposed to our faith, you will have fun, and there is delicious food wherein you can eat and taste it, and you'll also get to know the culture by tasting our food, seeing our beach, and visiting the historical sites in Pangasinan. I would also tell the foreigner that not only are we known for the food, the beaches, and the beautiful sceneries, but the people are very nice and accommodating, and they are very hospitable as well. So you won't have to worry if you get lost because everyone is always willing to help.
Nakakaloka, no? Every time I go to Pangasinan, kasi alam mo, this is the thing about Central Luzon and yung provinces that are nearing the Northern Luzon area na. There's always the danger na maging passing through provinces lang sila because a lot of people would rather go to Baguio or to Ilocos or to La Union. So para bang the provinces in between, they become like passing through areas lang. Parang, daan tayo dyan, sige, bumili tayong merienda, or lunch muna tayo mabilis, tapos move na naman sila. So, do you think that Pangasinan has gone past that stage of being a passing through province?
Yes, Tito, definitely. Because I hear people talk about Bolinao, talk about Alaminos more, and even our food, it's well known now. But I know that we still have a long way to go so that more people will hear about the beauty of Pangasinan. And as Miss Universe Philippines Pangasinan, that is one of my main goals. It is to embody my province. And when people see me, they don't just see me, Nina, but they see every Pangasinense and even our culture, how we treat people. I also want to embody that, and so that people who I talk to and interact with will have a taste of Pangasinan.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Nina. You graduated from LaSalle, right? LaSalle ba?
Yes,
LaSalle?
Tita. Yes,
Your course is in.
elementary education, major in early childhood, Tito.
Okay. Saan ang hugot mo in this course? Why did you really yung walang halong bola pero why did you really take up this course?
First of all, it's my first love. Ever since I was grade 1, I always loved watching my advisors check papers. Yung parang ang cool lang na may red ball pen sila and then they have a stamp, they put very good and all. And then the opinion of my parents really mattered to me. So when my dad told me to take up education because he remembered that it's my first love, then I took that and I obeyed him in a way. And as well as I really believe in a good quality education being a springboard for our country to develop even more, because all of our citizens, if they receive good quality education, they will be more established and they will make better choices to help our country.
Ninya, curious ako ha. I'll ask this question. What would Ninya Soriano be if you're not MUPH Pangasinan and you just lived your life normally throughout the long quarantine period? Kunyari makita kita, nagpunta ako Pangasinan, how will I see you there? Pero kung tanggalin natin yung Miss Universe Philippines competition, tapos ikaw lang ang makikita ko sa Pangasinan, how will I see
Yes.
you there?
I'm a full-time volunteer, Tito Norman, and without this platform of Miss Universe, I will continue being a full-time volunteer because I really love giving myself to the people who needs me the most. It's one of the main core values that our parents taught us, that if we have something that we can share to others, then why not share it? So that's what I would be doing. I would be helping the initiatives so that we can also spread love.
Pero for sure, hindi ganyan ang hair and makeup mo. Hindi ganyan yung mga bling-blings mo and everything because
Yes.
at the start of the competition, yung makeup nyo, ano pa eh, kumbaga parang, sige, hindi pa yung kamukha ngayon na talagang you went through online tutorials and talagang nag-effect na yung mga natutuhan nyo. Tapos kilala ko pa ang glam team mo, kilala ko ang designer mo. Naluloka ako isipin ko ano ang gown na hindi ko na i-announce muna kung sino para hindi ma-spoil. Pero naluloka ako isipin ko ano ang gown na papasuot niya sa iyo for the finals because every time pinapakita niya sa akin yung mga trabaho niya, nagugulat na lang ako. Parang, wow, ang swerte naman na magsusuot ng girl niyan. Sabi ko, um, uh, sabi ko, maswerte ang girl na taga Pangasinan dahil taga Pangasinan din siya. Yun na yun, hindi ba? All right. So, my final question to you, Nina, before we go into a group discussion is this. Your advocacy really focuses a lot on faith, on
Yes.
religion, on being of service to others.
Yes.
Um, and on one side of the coin, some people would say that pageantry and religion are not really best of friends all the time. Parang gano'n eh. Parang may mga ano yan, may mga clashes din yan somehow. In your case, how do you plan or how are you able to unify the two, pageantry and faith?
Given this platform, Tito, I want to spread more awareness about faith and how it plays a big role in our lives. That's how I will unify pageant and faith, that I will use this pageant as my platform to inform more people that having faith in a God is what will guide us in our daily lives. And when we do have our faith, we feel more secure, especially in trying times like these.
Nakakaaliw isipin that, eto ha, I'll be honest with you, Nina. If another girl would do something like that in another pageant siguro, perhaps she will medyo back out of that advocacy because people might think na, ay, she's too preachy. Parang baka mamaya I might get uh, less excitement in listening to her. Ikaw, ano mo doon? Anong take mo doon sa ganoong klaseng pananaw?
You know what, Tito? I'm a relevant person, and I would say that I had a stage that is like that, wherein I was solidifying my advocacy and I was really praying hard because this is the advocacy I know I should push for. He is God is the main reason I joined this pageant. I am an athlete at heart, and this is the total opposite of what I would do, Tito. So joining pageantry, all I really want to do is reflect God. And in deciding about my advocacy, I told myself that whatever happens, whoever tries to stop me, I will push for my advocacy because this is my purpose here in pageantry. And I feel like if I don't push for it, I'll feel lost. And that's my advice for everyone else who is having second thoughts about their advocacy being too preachy or boring or religious. Just go for it and God will do the rest. He will guide your way.
Yun ang sinasabi ko eh. You just need to be very consistent and firm about what you want your cause to be. Kumbaga, actually, I think this is going beyond advocacy na niya eh. Kumbaga, the part about faith and religion is something that you grew up with. So it's not like an advocacy that you started only a year, 2 years, or 3 years ago. It's something that you were raised in and something that is in your heart and in your soul, so to speak, hindi ba? FYI lang, Ninya, muntik na akong maging pare. Oo, I was.
Really?
Yes, I studied in the seminary before. I can pray in ancient Latin fluently, but
Wow.
somehow I think I was meant to do other things. So, but
Yes.
I always look back to it fondly because yun yung mga foundations for what I am now. Kumbaga, the discipline is there and everything. So now, while we're waiting for Skelly, who is really having a hard time connecting to the internet in Biliran, we will go into a group discussion now. Ipapasok namin si Skelly as soon as she's ready. Direct, ano na tayo, mag-group discussion na tayo ngayon. I-Q&A ko na ang mga babaeng ito. And let's see. Alam mo, pag nag-Q&A kasi ako dito, Ninya, ginigrade na rin kayo ng mga readers, ng mga viewers na para ba, ay, ang galing sumagot ni ganito, ang galing sumagot ni ganyan. So, of course, yung sa kanila naman is, well, it's for fun, but it's for fun in a real sense, no? So,
Yes.
I think Direct will go on a group discussion now. Wherein i-Q&A ko, well, yung tatlo muna. At least, nakumpleto ko ang Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Actually, that's the reason why I invited two from the Visayas kasi natatakot ako. Baka mamaya, si Skelly baka magkaroon problema sa internet. And since in-invite ko si Rabia, because I know Rabia is already here in Manila, so sabi ko, ay, may internet yan. Kaya siyempre, oh. Ay, okay. Direct, let's try. Let's try ba? Group or si Skelly? Naloloka ako. Gulatin mo na lang ako. O,
Mm.
Skelly! Skelly! Skelly,
Hello.
batiin mo ko. Hindi kita makita, Skelly. My God. Nami-miss ko na ang Tacloban at Leyte. My God. I've been around the Philippines because of this lockdown. Ako'y, Skelly, hindi kita makita, Skelly. Magsalita, paramdam ka naman. Hi, Skelly. Skelly. Kasi kung hindi pa siya makakonekta, bigla manggugulat na lang si Skelly. Direct, I'll go to a group discussion with all with other three para papasok mo na lang talaga si Skelly kapag ready na siya. Total, yun naman yung magiging group discussion. Ay, sino ba? Oh, yan! Eto na tayo,
Hi,
mag-Q&A na
Tito!
tayo. Oh, si Carol, si Rabbi, at saka si Ninya. Naluloka na ako sa Q&A na to.
Hi,
Okay,
girls!
hindi ito graded recitation, ha? This is just for the sake of our viewers who love na parang mga estudyante na may grade recitation. Common question. Ang gagawin natin, magluluzon, Visayas, Mindanao tayo for the first question para fair. For each question, iikot tayo para at least the first one to answer for the next question will be Rabbi. Tapos the next question, si Carol will be first to answer para hindi lang. Ay! Nakikita ko si Skelly. Skelly, ko ba yan? Ako, Skelly. Para, ayun. Ay! Hello, Skelly! Hello, Skelly! Nakikita mo ba kami, Skelly? Ang ganda-ganda ko pa naman, Skelly. Sige. Sige, Skelly. Nag-freeze si Skelly. Sige, ano lang tayo, makikita naman natin kapag medyo nag-normalize na. Okay. The first one to answer this question would be Nina, followed by Rabbi, and then Carol. All right? The question is this. Ito daw yung hardest question. Number one pa agad. Naloloka ako. Okay. The question is this. What makes you phenomenal? What makes you phenomenal?
What
Nina?
makes me Yes, Tito, thank you. What makes me phenomenal, Tito, is my versatility. As an athlete and a full time volunteer, I've learned to discipline myself, and that hard work really pays off in the long run. And I'm phenomenal because I work hard towards the goal that I have set, and not only my personal goals, but the goals that I know God wants me to achieve. Just like in this pageant journey, I know that He put me here for a reason, and I will not let anyone hinder me from achieving the goal of getting the crown of Miss Universe Philippines.
Wow. Yan po ang sagot ni Nina. Okay, let's go to the Ilongga now. Robbie, what makes you phenomenal?
I believe that I am phenomenal because I am a woman of being. I am strong yet soft, empowered yet empathetic. And I feel that we need that kind of woman in this world. Somebody who can offer her strength to make a difference in our society. And that is exactly who I am.
Mga naluloka ako, yung mga sagot ng ito. Ibang ano, ha? Carol, what makes you phenomenal?
I used to think that to be phenomenal, you have to have a big contribution to your community. It's such a big description, an adjective, and it used to overwhelm me. But then in my journey here in Miss Universe Philippines, I realized that what makes me phenomenal is my ability to grow. And that's first recognizing the things that I need to work on, recognizing my weaknesses, recognizing that I am not perfect. And because of that recognition, I have learned to grow through experience. I have learned to grow through speaking with other people, understanding different perspectives, and realizing that there's more to being phenomenal than just having that one big contribution. It's really having that growth and having that perspective that you can still grow. That's what makes me phenomenal.
Wow. Ano talaga, naghanda talaga ang mga ladies na to. Question number 2. Rabi, ikaw ang mauuna. Ako may mga question na dito from our readers na napakahaba. Naluloka ako sa haba. All right, this one is easier. Well, slightly lang. Nasa question number 2 tayo direct. So yun ang ipa-flash natin sa screen. How has the transition to being a phenomenal woman affected your life? How has the transition to being a phenomenal woman affected your life, Rabi?
Throughout the course of time, I realized that life is a beautiful transformation. From a caterpillar, you just undergo metamorphosis in order for you to become a beautiful butterfly. And for every setback that we have in life, let us not think of it as a failure, but a chance for us to blossom and to bounce back even stronger. It gave me a new perspective in life that being a phenomenal woman entitles you to do great things, not just for yourself, not just for the people around you, but for this world, one step at a time. Thank you.
Oh, parang finals ng sumagot ng mga ito. Carol, Carol, how about you, Carol?
To being a phenomenal woman, it was a really big challenge for me because I had the wrong perspective about it. And here with the pageant, I realized that it is really about working on yourself and knowing that your voice has an impact in communities. And that's what really changed me. It's my mindset, and it allowed me to appreciate the platform that I have, and it allowed me to recognize that there is so much more that I can do because of the opportunities that I am given. And because of that, it really changed how I see a phenomenal woman and how I define being phenomenal.
Ay, ang Misamis Oriental, nag-ano rin, naghanda talaga. Tingnan natin ang Pangasinan. Ninya,
Coming into pageantry, Tito Norman, I was a baby girl. I'm fifth. I'm the fifth child in my out of six, and I'm the youngest girl. I was always treated to be the bunso. So the transition of becoming a phenomenal woman for me is that it empowered me and it pushed me to go out of my shell. I realized that deep down, that baby girl facade is this roaring lion waiting to be awakened, and through the Miss Universe Philippines pageant, that roaring lion is now outside and just waiting for the perfect opportunity to widen my horizon and my influence to help everyone else in the universe.
wow, talaga, ano na, alam mo, maiinggit. Tutuwa sa inyo yung mga girls watching na para ba, ay, handang-handa na talaga sila sumagot, ano? At saka, Ninya, baby girl, alam ko may baby brothers ka who are twins na cute pareho, hindi ba? Nakakaloka. Of course, siyempre ginawa ko homework ko, sine-check ko yung yung mga photos doon. Now,
Yes.
Skelly, ano ba Skelly? Skelly, pagsalita ka na lang kapag nandyan ka. All right, ito yung question number 3 natin. Carol, ikaw una sasagot dito. I am skipping on the question I made kasi we got a very nice question from one of our viewers, Sampaguita Lee Kapuluan. Medyo napakahaba ng question niya, but I will shorten it because I really want to see how you, the three of you, will take or will reason out sa question na to. I'm pretty sure all three of you are familiar with the Disney princesses. Snow White, Cinderella, and then the like, no? Yung sa mga Frozen, okay. The question is this: do you think that modern women like you can pick up anything from this Disney princesses? And if you can, what will you change in them that should have been modernized by now? We will start with you, Carol. Okay, let me ask the question again. Do you think that modern women like you can pick up anything from this Disney princesses? And what can you do naman to change and modernize them? Carol, you go first.
I have always appreciated stories like this because it gives you hope and it gives you a feeling of having that fantasy. But at the same time, it also challenges you to be more aware of your environment, of your current situation. And in this Disney stories, one thing that I really appreciated is how it highlights not the Prince Charming, but how we need to work together in order to achieve the dreams and goals that we have. And I see that now the stories that we are sharing is changing into empowering women, empowering young girls, and that's a good direction to go. But from the old story, something that I really appreciate is that coming together and showing that it really does take a community in order to give opportunities and in order to achieve one's dreams.
All right. Nina, how about you?
What I appreciate from the fairy tales that are what we grew up with basically is that it highlights how ladies are capable of hard work, and with their hard work they are rewarded to become princess. Just like us in this Miss Universe Philippines journey, we are ladies when we started, and at the end of this journey we are now phenomenal women. But a thing that I would change from the fairy tales before, Tito, would be the highlight with their Prince Charming. That the Prince Charming saved Sleeping Beauty and Snow White and Cinderella. It was as if the highlight was meeting their Prince Charming. I would want to highlight the transition from being a lady to an empowered, phenomenal woman.
Ay, iba rin sumagot si Nina. Nakaka-pressure yung huling sasagot. Robbie,
When I was young, I would always look up to Mulan. Simply because I love her character and how she's very passionate to bring honor and glory to her family. And that is someone who I want to become now and in the future. But just like the two other girls said, I feel that we should not give emphasis that a woman needs a man to define her success in life. It's never been that way. I was raised by a single mother and I know her struggle, and because of her I realized that any woman can be a queen of herself, even she's alone.
naloloka ako. Naloloka ako kasi kunyari kayo yung final three girls. Sabi ko, oh my God, hindi ko malalaman kung sino ang mananalo. Nakakabaliw. All right, so move on tayo. Eto, direct nakaisip na naman akong bagong question. Gusto ko ng mga spontaneous mga questions eh. We'll go something light para naman makita ko naman yung lighter side of your personalities. Lalo na ikaw, Ninya, tingnan natin kung how you will show your the lighter side of your personality here. Because you will answer this question first. If you are offered to work in a circus and you will choose what act to present, what will you do and why?
Okay, I would choose to be the acrobat who walks on the line or the rope, Tito,
I
from
grow.
one pole to the other. Yes, I would choose that act because it shows strength of character, courage, stability, not only physically, but also mentally and emotionally, holistically stable. And that's what we need right now, especially in this time of pandemic. We have to be stable with our emotions, mentally, physically also, and lastly, but most important is spiritually. We have to be grounded as well, and we should know where we're going. Just like in that act, you go from one pole straight to the next pole. We don't go on zigzags because we know that God is always guiding our path.
Kakaloka ang sagot nitong Pangasinense na to. Robbie, how about you?
Ako ba?
Okay.
Me, Tito?
Yes.
It's my turn
Yes.
na. So,
Yes.
yes, I'm sorry the internet went in and out. However, if given the chance to work in a circus, I want to become a gymnast. First of all, I'm a physical therapist and I have some patients doing gymnastics, and I witnessed how hard the training is for them. And I am up for that kind of thing. That even though it's not part of my world right now, I am willing to do things that are unexpected of me because there's so much to life than what we have right now. It's all about reaching higher limits, conquering higher heights, and believing in yourself. Thank you.
Nakakaloka ang pag-connect sa gymnast, biglang napunta sa higher heights. Carol, how about you, Carol?
Well, for me, Tito Norman, I admit I don't have any talent, but if I were to be a part of the circus, I would love to be the ringleader. So the ringleader is the person who introduces the different acts in the circus, and it's something that I really enjoy. I love sharing stories, I love introducing people, and it's something that reflects who I am in real life.
Iba na talagang sumagot ang mga ano. Alam mo, Diyos ko, kung makikita lang tayo ng mga well, ayoko na. Marami nanonood from other countries also. So, hindi na ako magsasalita in English about that. Pero they really are impressed with the way you answer questions. Okay. Back to something serious. Ito serious because I really want to see kung how you handle yourself all throughout the long quarantine. At what point during the past 9 months did you start feeling na parang hala parang I'm breaking down na parang itutuloy ko ba 'tong laban na 'to? Parang you're close to breaking na parang ayoko na. Meron pa bang mangyayari dito? So what was that point in the past 9 months that you would consider the lowest point in relation to this pageant? Okay? Robbie, you're the first one to answer this. Rabia.
Yes, Tito. I was actually having the hardest time ever during the start of the lockdown. Maybe because I wasn't sure about the outcome of, being quarantined and for how long will it last. So I felt that there were a lot of uncertainties that imposes fear and anxiety to me as a person. But in the moments where I feel like I want to give up, in being a candidate of the City of Love, I would always remind myself that I sacrificed a lot of things. And my mother never raised me to be a quitter. You always need to find your motivation and surround yourself with the right kind of people, even through online platform. All you need to have is a friend who advises you to see the beauty in life and bring positivity and At the end of the day, it's always about having the right mindset because mindset separates the best from the rest.
Mga ano mo talaga? Ay, mga punchline ka pa talaga, Rabi. Carol! Ikaw.
To be honest, I have thought of quitting so many times. I have lost count. I was emotionally, physically, mentally exhausted. I was juggling and wearing so many hats. I'm working as a development worker for World Vision. I am a contender for Miss Universe Philippines. I'm a sister to a cancer warrior. I'm also a daughter to my parents, and all these roles that I had to play exhausted me. And there was a point in my life, in my journey, when I couldn't get out of bed. I can't even work. I can't think of being productive because I was hitting this invisible wall in my head. And so, what I did to address that is I talked with my family, with my close friends. I recognized that I'm in a situation where I needed help, wherein I needed support. And I'm so grateful that I have those people around me who are ready to be there for me during such a crucial time. And it's something that I appreciate about them. It may be hard, but I realize that I don't have to do it alone. And it's okay to seek for help. And that's something that I will carry after my journey here in Miss Universe Philippines. That no matter what happens, there are people that I can count on, and I don't really have to deal with all these things by myself.
Ayan. Iba rin naman ang Misamis Oriental. Let's go to the girl na pinapanood ngayon ng buong Pangasinan. Team Pangasinan. Hooray, hooray, hooray. Okay, answer the question now, Ninya.
My lowest point was mid-August, Tito Norman, and that's because everything was falling into place for me that time. All the plans are being colored in paper, and all the dreams I have were being fulfilled at that point. That's why I was being attacked by the enemy. I'd say it as that because he wants to bring me down and he doesn't want me to fulfill my goal, which is to finish this journey for the Lord. And how did I get up from that? I opened up to my family. I told them that I think I want to quit. I said it that way. And until now, it breaks my heart to think that I thought of that. And how did I stand up from admitting it? Well, they reminded me, why did you join? Did you join for yourself? Don't answer the question, just answer it for yourself. But then they asked me another question. They said, why did you join? And I said, for God. And then they said, then you'll only quit when He tells you to. And that's what really picked me up, Tito. I said, yes, I'm a daughter of God and a daughter to my parents who raised me to be a fighter. And we will fight this battle until the end.
Kaloka mga kasagutan dito. Para talagang ano, pang finals na talaga. All right, now let's go easy on the questions. We will talk now about your preparations for the upcoming finals. Of course, we don't want to spoil anyone with the details or with your designers or with what you will wear, but please give our viewers an idea on how you are actually preparing for the next 2 weeks. Because I already know the schedule. Hindi natin sasabihin yan, hindi pwedeng sabihin, my lips are sealed. But give our viewers an idea on how are you preparing for the final 2 weeks of the competition. We'll start with you, Carol. Bigot na naman tayo.
So right now, I'm rigorously training for Q&A as well as for my passerella, which is the walk, the queenly walk. And so I'm focusing on those two because I realize that one is my strength and the other is my weakness. So I'm thinking of being able to navigate all through that weakness and that strength. And I can say that all of my clothes are already here with me. I'm ready to pack. I'm ready to go to where we're going for the
Wherever.
coronation.
Okay? Ninya, ikaw, advantage ka. Lapit-lapit mo. Nakakaloka. All right,
Yes,
sige.
Tito.
Okay, preparations.
Yes, it is truly a blessing, Tito, na ang lapit ko. And I've been religiously working out, eating a balanced diet, and doing my skincare, sleeping more, of course, and continuously seeking God because I know that my firm foundation in Him will really keep me in this game.
Okay. Robbie, how about you, Robbie? Your preparations.
You know what, Tito? In less than 2 weeks, we will now know who's gonna be the first ever Miss Universe Philippines. And right now, the struggle is how to maintain a quite emotional, healthy state. And I've been surrounding myself with the people who knows my potential, with people who believe in me. Because to be honest, it's never an easy battle going into pageantry. So you need to bank on people who really want you to win. So I'm done with my wardrobe. I already had my gowns here with me, and just to have a clue of what I'm gonna wear heaven and fire. So let's see what's about to happen that night. But I haven't yet decided which one is for the preliminary and which gown is for the final. So
Ay,
everything is going smoothly as I love to see.
kakaloka. Nag-iini-mini-mini mo pa siya sa gown na isusuot para ang dami-daming selection. All
Yes.
right. Eto, itong next question na to, I think Nina will love this question so much. But the three of you will still answer because it's not much of a question. But just imagine on the day that you will be going to wherever the competition will be, what will be the prayer inside your heart?
I will
Nina, we'll
ask
start with
God.
you.
Yes, I will ask God to give me courage, empathy, strength of character, and most importantly is humility. That He keep me grounded because of course we want a queen who is relatable and down to earth, and I want to be that queen.
Yan. Robbie, what will be the prayer in your heart when you're on your way to a colder environment somewhere up there?
Yes. Hello, am I talking? Is my
Sige,
connection
go,
okay?
go, go. Go, go.
Okay. So this has been my prayer in every competition that I do. I always pray to God to give me the heart to accept whatever the results are. Because as much as we want to win a competition, sometimes that journey or that path is not for us. So I would always pray to God to give me the strength to still continue life and to see the doors that is opened for me to grow as a person. At the end of the day, a failure is never, an end point. Sometimes God is leading you to a better place for you to be.
All right. Carol?
For me, my prayer for the past months have always been, Lord, please give this to me. Please give this to me. And it's something that I recognize that the Lord really does have plans for each one of us. And we have to have that open heart to accept whatever it is that the Lord will do in our paths. But I also am a strong believer that for something that you really want, you have to be bold in asking that to the Lord. And even when I falter, I always pray to God that, Lord, give this to me. Even when I feel like I'm doubting myself, even when I feel like I'm in a position where I'm in a disadvantage, I always make sure that that faith in God, in making the impossible possible, will never change.
All right. Ako, nakakaloka. Ang mga readers, sinasabi, bugbugin niyo pa ng questions yan. More questions pa daw. Naloloka ako.
Yes,
Ayoko
please!
naman magtanong ng kung ano-anong question na lang dyan. Para talagang mas mahasa itong mga batang ito. Now, Ako naman, I will answer my question na tinanong ko. And my prayer for all the ladies, hindi pa tayo tapos ha, sasagot ko lang yung prayer ko. My prayer for all the phenomenal women, please, please, please stay healthy. Stay healthy up to the final part of this competition because ayoko may mag-positive sa inyo in any
Yes.
way. Anyway, gusto ko talaga healthy kayo up to the end because I know I know that the minute na naroon na kayo sa preliminaries and finals, it's going to be really tougher physically, emotionally. You'll be on your own. You'll be your own hair and makeup artist. So, syempre, you have to really sustain your health, okay? And become stronger individuals for the finals. Now, eto, this is a question that I usually ask, pero pinipili ko lang yung mga tinatanong ko for this question. Ay, pinipili daw. Favoritism. Oh, okay. Okay. The question is this. Magsisimula ulit tayo kay Ninya here. Ninya hindi pala, kay Rabbi dahil nagsumagot si Ninya doon sa huli. Miss Universe Philippines is a job. If you are asked to write the job description of a Miss Universe Philippines, what will it be in your own words? Let me repeat the question. Miss Universe Philippines is a job. If you're asked to write the job description of Miss Universe Philippines in your own words, what will it be? Robbie, you're first to answer.
A Miss Universe Philippines is somebody who has the strength to do visible programs and to create positivity in her community. She is not afraid of the bashers and the hatred thrown towards her because she knows that there's so much love and support from the Filipino community. And in everything that she does, she always wants to bring glory to her country. And I feel that I am fit for that position that I can be the next Miss Universe.
Ayun na, parang sinulat niyo ang kanyang job description. Carol, how about you?
Well, if I were to write a job description for a Miss Universe Philippines, it would definitely have to be someone who is authentic and someone who is willing to lend her voice and use this platform to help communities. To be a Miss Universe is a big responsibility, and one of your responsibility is to be able to impact your communities, to impact those minds and those people who needed. Miss Universe Philippines is such a big platform, and anybody can create a very big impact through that. So, simple job description would be to look for someone who is authentic and someone who is willing to lend her voice.
All right. Well, talagang considering the fact, nag-learning journey kayo with Attorney Nan kanina, ha? Talaga straight to the Q&As. All right, next question. I just ko, Carol, ikaw unang sasagot dito. Umiikot na naman tayo.
Si
We're like a
Nina ba,
carrot.
Tito Norman?
Ninya. Ay, Ninya. Kau Ninya. Sige na. Ang Team Pangasinan, pasensya na po. Senior na po eh. Medyo nag-skip lang. Ninya. Okay. Nako ha, bongga yan. Okay.
Yes. I would have three main points for my job description for the Miss Universe Philippines. First of all, she has to be versatile. She is proud of her own self and of the country, of our country. And she is also humble to the point that she is okay in doing mundane things, such as mopping the floor, sweeping the floor, serving food. It doesn't bother her because she knows where she stands. Second of all, she is authentic. She's true to herself. She is honest and sincere. Third, she has a fear of the Lord, and all she wants to do is give glory to her Father in heaven because she knows that the life she has belongs to Him.
Alam niyo
And
na,
I
Tito.
know, Tito.
Yeah. Continue,
And
continue,
I know,
continue.
Tito Norman, that I am fit to be Miss Universe Philippines.
Naloka ako sa inyong tatlo because talagang may ready na answer. Talagang sabi ko, oh my God, I'm so proud of these girls and these ladies. Natutuwa ako. Kaya tuloy yung next question ko, biglang sumimple yung next question ko. All right, Carol, ikaw unang magsasagot dito. Umikot na naman tayo. If you can only choose one of the two qualities of a Miss Universe Philippines, which one will you choose over the other and why? Relatable or influential? If you are to choose one of the two qualities for your Miss Universe Philippines, which one would you choose over the other? You cannot pick both. Which one would you choose over the other? Relatable or influential? Carol.
Having been able to work in communities through my development work in World Vision Philippines, I realized that one thing you need to be able to do in order to become an effective storyteller is to be someone relatable, someone people can freely talk to, someone they can share their experiences with. And to be relatable means having the ability to impact other people around you and having the impact in communities. And if I were to choose between relatability and having the influence, I think being relatable gives you the influence.
All right. Nia?
I would choose being relatable, Tito, because with my work in our family ministry, which is One Lambat Outreach Ministry, we don't necessarily impose or influence people on how to make decisions, but rather we share our testimonies in life, and that alone is relatable to them and it influences them as well to do the same decisions. So I believe that when you are relatable, it goes before rather being influential. And when you are relatable, people see you as a friend and you are also approachable, which is a much better relationship than a leader to a follower.
Ay, kaloka ako sa inyo. Robbie! Robbie, ikaw naman.
I would like to choose, to be influential. As Miss Universe, you are there in that position for a reason. You have the power, the voice, and the community is listening to you. Sometimes you share the same stories with other people, but it doesn't mean that you get to inspire them or they aspire to be just like you. But when you are influential, you have the power to be both inspirational and aspirational in that momentum. And I feel like it's always about having a great story to tell the other people. And with your story, you are creating changes in your society. That's why I feel like it's better to be influential than just be relatable.
Okay. Di ba girls, di ba parang nakaka-pressure on your part that, okay, we're doing this Q&A and then present kayong tatlo and you can hear the answer of the two others all the time. Does that make you feel parang, oh my God, parang mas maganda yung sagot niya sa akin and stuff like that. Parang, ay, dapat mas gagalingan ko pa. Anong thoughts mo dito? Ninya, ikaw, sige nga.
Definitely, there is pressure, Tito, because we are all phenomenal women here. But when it comes to having to change my answer, I don't think of that because I know who I am and I know that people will love me if I am authentic.
Carol.
To be honest, Tito Norman, I'm so grateful whenever I get this opportunity to converse with other people and see how my Miss Universe Philippines sisters would answer similar questions because it gives me a glimpse of who they are as a person, what their values are, what their stories are. And it's not a matter of competition for me. It's more of like, how will you showcase yourself to the people and how will you share your story? And I think this is a good opportunity for everybody else to get to know each other.
And Robbie, do you get intimidated when you
Actually,
hear
Tito,
yeah. Yes.
it's a great pressure to share this afternoon with two lovely ladies who also want to represent their respective places. We share the same goal. All we want is to win and to snatch the Miss Universe Philippines crown. And as of the moment, I'm the kind of person who can build myself through the pressure of, this kind of situation. I'm very competitive, but it brings out, the creative juices in me, and I feel that it makes me a better candidate. But at the end of the day, as we were advised, we need to stay in our own lane and focus in building ourselves instead of comparing what we have to other candidates.
Ay, nakakaloka. Nagsosibini tunsi bigla yung isa dyan. Mind your own lane. Oo, naloka ako bigla noon. Ito. Opinion nyo lang, ladies. Do you think that whoever will win Miss Universe Philippines is destined to win? Or she worked hard to win the title? Is it destiny or hard work for you? Carol, destiny or hard work?
To be honest, Tito Norman, I strongly believe that if it's your night, it's gonna be your night. Sometimes it's not just hard work. Sometimes it's because you are destined for that path. And it's really a matter of both, but the other one you can control, the other one you cannot. So what you can do is really work hard to deserve that spot, and whatever happens, you just gotta let things fall into place and accept whatever it is that's gonna be the result.
Kakaloka ha, Mirma. If it's your night, it's your night. Parang nagbibigay ng clue. If it's your night, it's your night. Ninya, how about you? Destiny or hard work?
I would choose destiny, Tito Norman, because I truly believe that the Lord leads us where He wants us to go. And when you know His plan in your life, then you will include hard work into achieving that. And there's this famous saying that I strongly believe in: let go and let God.
Ay, gusto ko yon, ha? Gusto ko yon. Robbie, destiny, hard work.
Tito Norma, hindi ko alam, pero palaging iba yung sagot ko. Between the two, I choose hard work. Because we're not in this position just because, fate allows it to happen. But we are the products of the actions we did yesterday. If you're gonna imagine Catriona and Pia, won Miss Universe because they sacrificed so much things and worked really hard just to be there. So I feel that putting your heart and your mind into the right place makes you a winner.
Ay, iba talaga ng tatlong to. Tuwang-tuwa ako. Para akong kinikiliti palagi pag sumasagot itong mga ito. Okay, now we're in that part of the episode where I will give the floor to each one of you to give your thanks to those who have helped you so far in the journey. Because, in practically 2 weeks from now, or barely 2 weeks from now, a new Miss Universe Philippines will be crowned. And para at least in advance, you can give your thanks to everyone who has helped you. Walang problema dito, yung mga brand or whatever, mga sabi niyo yun, mga names and all. I will give you the freedom to thank everyone who has helped you in your journey to the crown. Let's start with you, Nia.
First of all, I really want to thank God for giving me this opportunity, this platform to inspire more people and to use my voice to help those who are in need and also be inspirational for the young ladies out there and even for everyone else. Second, I want to thank my beloved family, from my dad to my mom to all my siblings. Thank you so much for always being there and helping me in ways that only you can. Third of all, thank you so much to my team, Team Pangasinan. Maraming salamat po talaga sa inyong suporta na lagi kayong nandyan for teaching me all that I have to learn in this journey, knowing that it is my first time to join a pageant. Thank you so much for your guidance. And of course, thank you to everyone who watched. Thank you to all my supporters, Ninya Natix. Maraming salamat sa inyong suporta at maraming salamat rin dahil ine-encourage niyo ako, you motivate me, you continuously help me strive to be better for the Miss Universe Philippines crown. Last but not the least, Tito Norman, maraming salamat po for having me, for giving me this opportunity to be heard by more people. God bless you all.
Thank you, Nina. Okay, Carol, you naman, yung mga message of thanks mo and gratitude.
Well, I have so many people to thank for, and one of those are my family who has been supporting me ever since day zero, even before I joined Miss Universe Philippines. They have always been the core of what I do and who I am, and I will be forever grateful for you. I won't be able to be at the point where I am now if not also for my friends, for the carolers, my supporters, to the provincial government of Misamis Oriental. I'm so sorry, Misamis Oriental, and to everyone else who has been with us here in the journey sa Miss Universe Philippines. You know, having this platform and seeing so many people look up to us and being with us in our journey is such a big responsibility, but at the same time, privilege. Having this platform where we can show who we are, share our stories, and the advocacies that we are working on is really something that I appreciate about Miss Universe Philippines. And so, thank you to the organization for giving girls, women like me, a voice in this society. And also, thank you to my designer, Sir Janiel During, to Sir Boogie Rivera, also to my hair and makeup artist, Kist, and to my mentors in Q&A, si Arthur at saka si Sir Justin. I am who I am because of you guys. And really, I'm just overwhelmed by the support that I have been receiving. And I really hope to make all of you proud come the prelims and until the final coronation day.
Thank you so much, Carol. Okay, Robbie, message of thanks to all who have helped you.
First of all, Tito Norman, I just want to thank you for, giving us candidates the opportunity to be exposed in media, especially for those candidates who are considered to be underdog like you. Thank you for believing in us. Right now, we're 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks away from that night, the night. And I feel like I've sacrificed so much just to be the representative of the city of love. But I won't be able to reach this point in life if not for those people who believe in me. To my Crown Jewel family in Iloilo who trained me during Miss Iloilo, thank you so much. To Sir Dennis, to Miss Gwen. Now, I just want to thank also my Asian Queens family. First of all, thank you for seeing the potential in me and honing me to be the queen that I aspire to become. And to all those Ilonggos who keep on supporting me in my social media, that's why it's a great factor I won the hair and makeup challenge of Miss Universe Philippines. Thank you so much for spending some time clicking that like in every photo of me that I have in my social media. It means a lot to me. I cannot answer all the messages, but deep down in my heart, I am very thankful and grateful for the heartwarming support that I've been receiving right now. And we're almost there. Please, do support our real life journey. It's a beautiful transformation that shows, each and the differences in the characteristic of us candidates. So the third episode, it's gonna be tonight. So it's entitled My Face, My Face. So if you have, time, please do watch. If you haven't subscribed yet, please visit www.empire.ph and please use my referral code RL Iloilo City. It means a lot to me and to my beneficiaries. Thank you so much, Tita Norman.
Thank you. And the RL code of Nina is RL Pangasinan. And for Carol, it's RL Misamis Oriental. So you have to subscribe now to the Ring Light series because, friends, please remember the episode tonight will be the first graded challenge. First graded challenge is the photo and video challenge. So, para bang unti-unti na yan eh. The excitement is really building up like snowball. Palaki na ng palaki yan talaga. And um, if there is something that I am super excited about, even outside the crowning and the prelims, actually, yung mga national costumes yon na dadalhin in the competition. That is something that I am really looking forward to. Pigil na pigil akong magsalita. Hindi ako pwede magsalita. Pero excited ako dun sa National Costume Competition. And I think everyone should really watch out for it because it's going to be done totally different way. Matutuwa kayo. Promise yon. Ibang-iba yung magiging national costume presentation this year. That much lang. Ilang masasabi ko. And let me just say how proud I am of all these ladies. I have to be honest, at the start of their journeys, naka-focus lang ako talaga sa mga kilala ko. Kasi I've always been saying that in any national pageant, it always starts out na mga one-third of the girls, mga kaibigan ko na. Mga friends ko na yan, mga yan. Pero with Miss Universe Philippines, I really went out of my way. Nag-effort ako para maging kaibigan silang lahat in order to help in sharing their voice to everyone and making sure that people get to know them. Ako nga, mas natutuwa ako pag ang mga kinakausap ko yung mga hindi masyado na-feature so much, no? Like for example, ito example lang to. Sa mga endorsements nyo. Yung sa Ginebra, yung sa Mindanao, to be honest with you, yung Mindanao ad ng One Ginebra Nation, that is my most viewed among the four. Dahil tuwang-tuwa sila with the three girls who are participating there. Especially si Miss Ambuanga del Sur, si Perlin. I'm so fond of Miss Ambuanga del Sur dahil alam na alam ko na she really wants to participate in a lot pero nalilimitahan siya because of her connection and everything. And natutuwa ako na the police woman who wants to become Miss Universe Philippines. Nakakatuwa yung ganoong dynamics eh. Tapos, kasi kunyari, itong si Nina, iniisip nito nung una, parang, ay, hindi ako pinapansin ni Tito Norman, hindi niya, parang wala lang ako, ganoon. Pero ang sabi ko nga, pag tinatanong ko ng iba, sabi ko, ang haba-haba ng lockdown, ang haba ng quarantine, mahaba pa yung lalakbayin natin. There's so many time to really, cover everyone. Si Carol, hindi na problema yan kasi alam na alam ni Carol, mahal ko ang Misamis Oriental, ginagawa ko talaga. Parang second home ko ng Misamis Oriental. Now, kay Rabia naman, saka naman nakakita ng babae, idol sa social media, Sen! Miss Universe 1994.
Yes.
Hindi ko tutuwa yan. The first time I saw you guesting on Ashley Light, sabi ko, my God, ang sarap makipag-debate sa babaeng ito tungkol sa Miss Universe. Yun lang, yung mga ganun mga things. And I'm so proud to say that by now, except for those who have already decided na hindi na mag-continue with the journey, na-cover kong lahat. Na-cover ko pa yung lahat. Masasabi ko lang talaga, si Sambuanga, ito ko pinakahirap na hirap talaga to really communicate and everything. Pero umeffort ako talaga. Umeffort ako kay Perlin and nagawa ko naman talaga. And natutuwa ako that I keep on saying this is the final episode of Pageantry Norms where we will be guesting the phenomenal women because less than 2 weeks, barely 2 weeks from now, a new Miss Universe Philippines will be crowned. And a week after, I will have my first solo guesting for whoever the winner will be. So the big question is, will it be one of these three girls here with us now?
Yes,
because
Tita Norman.
Whoever will win Miss Universe Philippines committed na sa akin na mag-solo guesting the week after she wins Miss Universe. Committed na sa akin ang organizer si Anne. So I wish all three of you the best of luck. I feel sad for Kelly that her connection is really so bad in Biliran, but she really tried. And ay nako, ang daming mga Pangasinense dito nagpapa-shout out niya, naloloka ako. Yes, Enchong. Shout out to you. Yes. Oo. Ang buong Pangasinan nanonood sa iyo. Ang buong Iloilo. Ang buong Misamis Oriental. My God, I have Luzon. Na-achieve ko yung gusto ko ma-achieve in this episode. Nakuha ko ang Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Yung Team Pangasinan, Team Iloilo, and Team Misamis Oriental, nagsama-sama silang lahat dito for this afternoon's episode. And I'm so proud of these ladies. More than wishing all of you best of luck, I will wish all of you best of health. Best of health talaga ang aking wini-wish. Talagang more than anything else, more than luck, more than destiny, more than hard work, it's best of health. Because yan ang pinaka importanteng bagay sa atin at this point in time. Huwag na natin sabihin na nakakaingit naman yung ibang mga countries na like kagabi, Miss Universe Thailand na parang walang pandemic. But ilagay na lang natin sa nag-iingat tayo lahat with the pandemic and everything. So I wish all three of you the best of luck. Natutuwa ako, para feeling ko, para ako ninang na para, uy mga anak, Diyos ko, galingan nyo. Ang promise nyo lang sa akin, pag nanalo isa sa inyo, walang maglalaki ang ulo, walang magbabago. Dahil, sabi ko nga sa inyo, gayahin nyo si Pia words back. So many years after she won, she's still as down to earth as she was when she won. And yun ang pagiging peg natin. We will be looking for the next star. The next star who has the aura to become Miss Universe Philippines. Will it be one of them? I hope so, because if it's one of these three girls, then sa November 1, solo guesting dito ang next Miss Universe Philippines. Excited ako doon, totoo lang. Magpapagawa ako ng gown o kaya ng designer, whatever, para talagang makasabayan ang Miss Universe Philippines. Thank you so much, Nina, Rabbi, and Carol for sharing this afternoon with me. Skelly, alam ko nag-effort ka. Thank you rin sa iyo, Skelly and JD, yung handler. And best of luck to the three of you in the upcoming. Sabi ko nga kanina sa backstage ni Carol, I know a lot of the details na mangyayari na, but I have to keep my mouth shut. My lips are sealed. I cannot say anything, but abangan nyo na lang because nakaka-excite yung mangyayari. Nakaka-excite yung mga mangyayari. Especially the minute the girls are starting to feel chilly weather somewhere up there. Tawa ka ng tawa niya, palibasa ang iksila ng biyahe mong gagawin. Papunta doon, ang lapit-lapit mo. Anyway, again, thank you. Thank you, Nina, Rabbi, and Carol. Thank you to all your handlers. Dahil they have been so supportive of the three of you. And mabuhay ang Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao for Miss Universe Philippines. I am so pleased na gawa ko yung na-achieve ko yung gusto ko mangyari this afternoon. Na-cover ko talaga yung buong ano. Hindi ko na muna sinama ang NCR because part naman siya ng Luzon. But I'm so happy and thrilled. I wish ko talaga, guys, stay safe, stay strong. Yung health nyo, pag-ingatan nyo palagi. Take your vitamins, whatever. And I will see all of you virtually in the preliminaries, national costume of competition and the finals of Miss Universe Philippines. Kung makangiti ka naman dyan, Carol, para bang, ay naku, ayun na, may sabihin na siya, madudulas na yan, o wala, pigil na pigil nga ako, wala akong sinasabi.
Binabantayan ka dito, Norman.
Kaya nga, Diyos ko, pigil na pigil ako. Pero excited na ako. And sino sa inyo excited mag-drive? Ay! Excited sila mag-drive. Ikaw, Rabbi, excited ka mag-drive?
Kinakabahan po kasi ayokong ma-aksidente.
Ikaw, Carol, excited ka mag-drive?
Tito Norman, I'm more of a passenger, so excited akong maki-ride.
Ay, paano na yan? Ang Miss Universe Philippines mananalo ng and ng Morris Garage na brand new unit. Oo. So,
Magja-driving
dapat
school
sanay
muna
ka.
ako, Tito Norman.
Yun. Ganun ang sagot doon. Kailangan ready. Ready when you are. Pag ano talaga. And thank you. Alam mo, ang tagal-tagal itong goodbyes ko talaga. Ang hirap-hirap mag-goodbye kapag pagkasama ko itong mga babaeng to. Maraming salamat po sa inyo lahat. And to my viewers, thank you so much for joining me. And ayaw ko may shout out pa dito mga babot. Yes, I love you, all of you. Oo, that's ko naluloka na ako. Hindi ko na masabi. Maglalabas pa ako ng predictions, lalo ako nababaliw. Thank you for everyone who joined us this afternoon. And please, supportahan niyo po all the phenomenal women, not just these three, all of them, as they continue with the final legs of their journey towards the Miss Universe Philippines crown. The finals will be shown on GMA 7 on October 25, 9 a.m. So, aga-aga nun. Kagigising ko lang nun, umiinom pala ako ng kape. And may the best phenomenal woman win talaga. Dahil sabi ko nga kanina, again, ang para na akong silang plaka. This is my last guesting of the phenomenal women. Next week po, puro mga Echo Angels from Miss Earth ang mga magiging guest ko. So, po, nosebleed po tayo next week dahil walang katapos ng Inglesan tayo next week. And the following week po, post-review analysis tayo ng Miss Universe Philippines. And on November 1, it will be my first exclusive one-on-one solo guessing with Miss Universe Philippines 2020. Na-excite ako. Isa kaya dito yon? Isa kaya sa tatlo yun? Ay, naloloka ako. Diyos ko, Lord. Okay. Maraming salamat po for joining us this afternoon's episode of Pageantry Norms. And ingat po palagi. Have a healthy dinner tonight and have a bright week ahead. We love you all. Mwah! Bye-bye, everyone. Bye-bye.
Thank
All right.
you.
Okay. Diyos ko.